And as Bub, William Frawley.
It's Bonnie Baxter Teen Time. Let's have some fun, fun, fun!
Hey, there he is! There's Robbie!
Where?
Oh, he went off the edge. There, he's coming back!
Yep, you're right. There's Robbie, all right. Where's the fellow with the whip?
What whip?
Well, don't tell me they're doing that just because they like it.
Sure, they're having fun.
How can you tell?
Because Bunny Baxter said so. Don't you remember? Fun, fun, fun!
Well, I've seen bigger smiles than that on Ben Casey.
That was a pretty good one, wasn't it, Nancy?
Ugga bugga.
Okay, all you lovely people, listen to your old Uncle Buzz. Now, look, you just got one more week. That's all, just 7 sets of 24 to submit your entry in our final quarter of our Teen Time songwriting contest. Don't forget now, one more week, so get 'em in.
Ugga bugga.
There you go again. What's with this ugga bugga?
Ugga bugga. That means it's boss.
Well, why don't you just talk like everyone else and say it's boss?
Because this is Ugga bugga. Wasn't Harry Ugga bugga?
You really like that Freepy Jazz?
It wasn't either Freepy.
Oh, come on now, Nancy. Now, if that was a song, tell me one good thing about it. One good thing.
Well, it was catchy.
Are you kidding? Well, I can't remember that thing. Nobody could.
Don't point those lips my way, pretty baby.
Okay, all right. It's catchy. But so are measles. Boy, if I couldn't write a better song than that, then I'd...
What?
Well, then I'd give up, that's what.
Then why don't you do it? You've got a whole week.
I suppose you think I couldn't write a song, huh?
I think you could.
You do, huh?
I think you're a very clever boy.
Yeah? Well, let's go in before Chip and Mike eat all the prune whip. You think I couldn't write a song?
Robbie, I think you could.
Hey, fellas, I got some great news. Chip, turn off that television.
I can't. I'm doing my homework.
Turn it off. Robbie's got something to tell you.
Boy, just when the Indians were winning.
We've got an emergency. Sorry, Sally.
That was Charlie.
Sorry, Charlie.
What's the emergency?
Well, Robbie's just finished his song and he wants to tape it. We're going to be the vocal background.
Oh, hi, gang.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Dad.
Bob, was there a call for me today from Reinhardt Aviation?
Well, unless it's right there on that pad.
Well, it isn't here. You sure there wasn't a call?
Well, maybe they sent it over by carrier pigeon and he forgot to knock.
What's the problem, Dad?
A big assignment at Reinhardt Aviation is the problem. They submitted sketches for modification of their jet trainer about 10 days ago, and nobody will talk to me. But nobody.
Hi, Dad.
Oh, hi, Chip.
See? I talked to you.
Well, thanks, Chip. I feel a lot better. Well, you got the guitar out, huh, Rob? Going to have gypsy music with dinner?
Well, I finished my song for the contest.
Well, good for you.
You wrote it on account of that crunky Nancy Gordon.
Nobody asked you, Chip.
Well, play it for me, will you, Rob? I'd like to hear it.
You will. I've lined up some background music and we're all going to tape it right here.
Yeah, I borrowed Nelson's tape recorder.
Well, Robbie Douglas and his teenage quartet, huh?
Quintet.
1, 2, 3, 4.
5.
Oh, me too, huh?
Yes, you're in.
Well, fine. Let's get at it.
Right after dinner.
Real family project, huh?
Oh, great, huh?
You know what they say about the family that sings together?
Yeah, they lose all their neighbors. Okay, I'll go through it first, and then we'll work out the arrangements for the quintet later.
Okay, Rob.
All right, hit it, Johann.
When all the world is sad and blue, and out the window hope has flew, the only thing...
Wait a minute. Hold it. Out the window hope has flew?
Well, yeah, it has to rhyme with blue, doesn't it?
Can't argue with that, Mike.
Rob, why don't you try Out the window, hope just flew. Wouldn't that be a little better?
Just flew. Window, just flew. Yeah, I guess it would work out. Thanks. I'll start at the top again.
Jeepers, do you have to?
Go ahead, Rob. It sounds very good.
When all the world is sad and blue, and out the window hope just flew, the only thing I hear from you is ugga bugga ooh ooh ooh.
Hold
Ugga
it.
bugga.
Rob,
Ooh,
hold it. Ugga Bugga?
Yeah, that's the name of the song, Dad. Ugga bugga.
What does it mean?
Well, it means boss. You know, everything's great.
According to who?
To Nancy. She says it all the time.
I told you wrote it on account of that goofy girl.
Nobody asked you, Chip. I'll start all over again, okay?
Boy, how do you resign from being a brother?
Chip, go ahead, Rob.
When all the world is sad and blue, and out the window hope just flew, the only thing I hear from you is ugga bugga ooh ooh ooh. Ugga bugga ooh ooh ooh. When all the world is sad and blue, and out the window hope just flew, the only thing I hear from you is ugga bugga ooh ooh ooh. Ugga bugga ooh ooh ooh.
I can't do it.
There you guys go again.
I'm sorry, Rob. That Ugga Bugga kind of gets to me. That's all.
Dad, this is serious business.
I know, I'm sorry.
Now, come on, gang, from the top again.
All right.
Now, are you all set?
Yeah.
Chip, will you please try to get it right this time?
Well, I'm trying, but I'm just a little kid.
Go on now, it's Chip's bedtime. In a few more minutes, he'll be on time and a half.
Okay. All right, here we go.
All right. Record. Take number 9. When all the world is sad and blue, and out the window hope just flew, the only thing I hear from you is ugga bugga ooh ooh ooh.
Ugga bugga ooh ooh ooh.
Our teenage life is oh so bleak, and our fun is all we seek. But you're as rosy as an apple cheek with your ugga bugga eek eek eek.
Ugga bugga eek eek eek.
How can you be so cheerful? Don't you know that life is sad? How can you look for the bright side when there's so much more that is bad?
Ooh.
Bad.
Ah.
Bad. Whoa. Friday night, there's no place to go. Your folks want you home when the lights get low. But do you care? The answer is no. You say ugga bugga oh oh oh. Ugga bugga oh oh oh.
Ugga bugga ooh ooh ooh.
Ugga bugga eek eek eek.
Ugga Bugga, ow, ow, ow.
But I want you anyhow.
Ugga bugga ooh ooh ooh. Ugga bugga eek eek eek.
Ugga bugga ow ow ow. But I want you anyhow.
Ugga bugga.
Also available on CD-ROM.
Dad, I did it. I won the fourth quarter. I'm in the finals.
Well,
How about that?
How about that?
Isn't it positively Ugga Bugga, Mr. Douglas?
well, it's the most Ugga Bugga thing I've ever heard. Congratulations, Rob.
Thanks,
What's
Dad.
the matter? What happened?
Chip, shake hands with Irving Berlin. He won.
Irving, who?
Berlin. You've heard of the Berlins. East, West, and Irving.
Kid.
You know, I bet you this is the biggest moment in my whole life. And Friday, wow.
What's Friday? Wow.
I thought I told you, Dad. I'm in the finals Friday for the whole year.
The finals, huh?
Yeah.
And Robbie's a cinch to beat the other 3 winners.
Well, make a note of that, Bob. That's one program you want to watch.
Watch. No, Dad, you're going to be there.
Oh, why do we have to be there? Why can't we watch it here?
Oh, Dad, you have to be there.
To do Ugga Bugga.
Yeah.
Rob, you didn't say anything about having to sing the song in public.
Dad, we don't have to actually sing it. You see, they play the tape, and then we just pretend we're singing. It's called lip sync.
Well, that's impossible.
No, it isn't, Mr. Douglas. They do it all the time.
I didn't mean that, Nancy. I mean, I just can't get up with a bunch of teenagers on TV and sing Ugga Bugga Eek Eek Eek. Or, ow, ow, ow. I can't do it.
Dad, if you don't do it, we can't win.
And it's such a grunchy song.
Well, you'll just have to get yourself another gruncher.
Oh, what are you afraid of, Steve? I'm going to do it. And I haven't been a teenager since Betsy Ross dropped a stitch.
Look, Bob, how do you know who's going to be looking at a show like that? It might be some of the fellas out at the plant, or I could be laughed out of the whole grunchy aviation. Besides, Rob, you've got my voice on the tape. Why do I have to be there?
Because, Dad, they'll be looking for a baritone, and you're the only baritone he's got.
Well, tell him Bub's the baritone.
I resent that. I'm an Irish tenor, and I'm proud of it.
Well, you can be proud of being an Irish baritone once, can't you?
There's no such animal.
I'm sorry, Rob, I just can't do it.
Okay, Dad, if that's the way you feel about it.
Look, I'll put it to Nancy. Nancy, if your father got up on TV with a bunch of teenagers and sang a song like Ugga Bugga, what would you think?
I think he was the most wonderful father in the whole world.
Now, let's see you wiggle out of that one, Penrod.
Hey, there he is. Hey, Dad.
Dad, come on. Dad, where have you been?
Well, I tell you, I got this great idea, so I stopped by a novelty store. And I got one for each of us. How about that?
Oh, we can't wear those things.
Why not?
You look just like Dr. Cronkite.
Oh, now, come on. What's wrong with you fellas?
Dad, we went through the whole thing at home. We don't want to wear silly hats, and we don't want to wear Halloween masks. It's corny.
Steve, what are you worried about? Nobody that you know would be caught dead looking at this grunchy show.
I was just trying to give the act a little novelty, that's all.
Harry Allen? Hey, Harry, come on. You're on next. Get in there. Let's go.
Good luck, Harry.
Oh, hi, Robbie. Hey, where's the quintet?
Well, Monk's over there, and then here are the rest of us right here.
Phew. These teenagers get older every year.
Robbie, I've got a great idea. Now, you're embarking on a whole new career. Now, you wouldn't want to use a common old name like Douglas. Why don't you use just one name, like Fabian?
Well, how can I do that, Dad? It's already been used.
Well, no, I mean your first name. Robbie. Just Robbie. Or maybe Robbian.
Robbian?
Dad, that's creepy.
I like it. It sounds as good as Fabian. And Dion just called himself Dion.
Sure. And how about Hildegard? She does all right.
Who?
Hildegard. She's a friend of the Berlin.
Don't drop your tears on me, pretty baby. Don't drop your tears on me. You left me high and dry, pretty baby. Now don't drop your tears on me.
Hi, Nancy. How are you?
Hi, Dennis. Robbie, you know Dennis, don't you?
Yeah, hi, Dennis. This is my grandfather, and Chip, my little brother, and this is my father. Dad, this is Dennis Reinhardt. He won the first quarter.
Hello, Dennis.
How do you do, sir?
Reinhardt?
Yes, sir.
Of course, you're not related to August Reinhardt of Reinhardt Aviation.
Yes, I am, sir.
You are?
He's my father.
Your father?
Do you know him, sir?
Oh, no. I've just heard of him. He's not here tonight.
Oh, no.
That's too bad.
No, he said he'd rather watch the show at home.
You mean a man as important and as busy as your father is watches?
Oh, yes, sir. He'll be watching all right. This contest means a lot to him. See you, Nancy. See ya.
Rob, it might be a stage fright or something, but something seems to be happening to my voice. I don't think I'll be able to sing.
Well, Dad, you don't have to. It's all recorded. All you have to do is just mouth it.
Oh, that's right. Look, I've got a great idea.
Oh, Dad, another one.
What do you want to do this time? Pull a bag over your head?
Yes. Rob, I think I'm too tall for your group. Why don't you just make it a quartet?
Dad, everybody knows it's a quintet. Besides, there are 5 voices on the tape.
Well, there aren't there. Well, don't you see that's what makes the idea so sensational. You have 5 voices on the tape and only 4 of you are singing. You tell them that Bub is a ventriloquist. He's the only man alive that can sing both tenor and baritone at the same time while drinking a glass of water. Get a glass of water,
Okay.
and while you're...
All right. If you don't want to do it, maybe we can...
Don't want to do it? Whatever gave you that idea?
I don't want to fall again.
Robbie Douglas, let's go. Oh, you other kids, too.
Come on, Dad.
come on, Steve. This isn't the last mile.
Mr. Douglas, I know that Ugga Bugga isn't your type of song, but everybody's going to know you're doing it for Robbie.
Nancy, you don't understand.
Robbie's going to be real proud of you, Mr. Douglas. I know I am, and you're not even my father.
Nancy, if you're looking for a job next summer, why don't you go to New York and straighten out the UN?
Now you ready? Here comes the winner of our fourth quarter. And that's all the quarters we got. Oh, funny, you're funny. It's Robbie Douglas and his Teen Time Quintet singing a crazy novelty tune, Ugga Bugga. And folks, if a couple of the teenagers in the quintet look a little fuzzy around the edges, don't adjust your TV. That's the way they look here, too. Okay, Robbie, you're on.
When all the world is sad and blue, and out the window hope just blue, the only thing I hear from you is Ugga Bugga, ooh, ooh, ooh. Ugga Bugga, ooh, ooh, ooh. Our teenage life is oh so cute, and our fun is always but you're as rosy as an apple cheek with your Ugga Bugga, ee, ee, ee. Ugga Bugga, ee, ee, ee. How can you be so cheerful, don't you know? Look for the bright side when there's so much more that is bad. Bad. Oh, Friday night, there's no place to go. You both want home when the lights go. The answer is no. You say Ugga Bugga, oh, oh, oh. Ugga Bugga, oh, oh, oh.
Ugga bugga, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Ugga Bugga, ee, ee, ee.
Ugga Bugga, ow, ow, ow.
But I want you anyhow. Ugga Bugga, ooh, ooh, ooh. Ugga Bugga, ee, ee, ee. Ugga Bugga, ow, ow, ow. But I want you anyhow. Ugga Bugga.
Douglas? Oh, hello, Dennis.
Congratulations, Douglas. Very good.
Oh, well, thanks. I'm sorry you didn't win.
So am I.
Well, don't stand there, Douglas. Come on in.
Well, good morning, Mr. Reinhardt.
I've got your plans right here. You can take off the dark glasses, Elvis. After that exhibition last night, I'd know you in a coal bin. You look pretty silly up there.
Yeah. I was just trying to help my boy.
Your boy? My boy would have won. If it wasn't for that ridiculous fiddle-faddle your son turned up with. Unga Bunga.
That's Ugga Bugga.
Oh, that's much better. Do you have any idea what that stupid Ugga Bugga did to my boy?
Well, I'm sorry you didn't win, sir, but...
Sorry? Don't be sorry. That's the nicest thing that anybody ever did for me.
It is?
If Dennis won, I agreed to let him be a songwriter. I'd have had caterwauling like that Unca Bunker around my house for heavens knows how long.
I know what you mean.
Oh, Douglas, what's your ideas for the trainer?
What do you think of them?
Technically speaking, I'd say they're Unga Bunga.
Well, that's... I'm glad you feel that way.
Sit down, Douglas. Sit down.
Thank you. Now, I have some additional data.
Ugga Bugga, ee, ee, ee. Ugga Bugga, ow, ow, ow.
Robbie, do you have to sing that?
Oh, I thought you liked it, Nancy.
Oh, well, I did, but it's so scazzy.
Scazzy? What's that?
Oh, nobody says Ugga Bugga anymore.
What do you mean? My song hasn't even been published yet. How can it be a has-been when it hasn't even been an is?
Don't blame me, Rosie. I didn't have anything to do with... Harry!
Where'd you get that?
Isn't it cool? It's going to be real big back east.
Oh, play something, Harry, please.
Well, I'm just beginning, but,
Harry! 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 Hey, how do you know when you're playing that right?
oh, that's the best part. I mean, who knows when it's wrong? Well, I'll see you kids later.
Goodbye, Harry. Oh, isn't that entirely non-scazzy? Don't you just love bagpipes?
Yeah, I wonder if Dad would, too. Maybe I could trade the guitar then.
Oh, Robbie!
Stay tuned for another episode of My Three Sons, as this twice as nice morning continues here on TV Land.